Leave me alone, please.
Calm down.
I don't have the money. Please, any more weekends, I will die.
I'm actually here to play Would You Rather.
Get in quickly. I can't have them see you.
Who's they?
Okay.
Well, first question. Would you rather have unlimited energy or 8 hours of sleep every night for the rest of your life?
Unlimited energy, babe. Sleep is for people who aren't chronically online. Get your ass up here. Come on. Hurry.
Okay. Would you rather read minds or teleport?
Oh, teleport. I don't want to read people's minds. I'm already too insecure.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Probably 100 duck-sized horses. That way I can treat it like a cardio class and I can stomp all over them.
Okay, well, would you rather give up caffeine forever or give up social media forever? What was the question?
Well, the answer is no. Next question.
Alright, then we'll just skip that one. Would you rather have perfect skin or perfect hair?
Well, I already have both, so no brainer there.
Would you rather only whisper or only scream for the rest of your life?
Oh, scream. I already do that. It's called branding.
And lastly, would you rather win the lottery or solve world hunger?
Win the lottery.
Oh, but you don't want to save people's lives.
There are children being slowly starved in U.S. government custody right now. Let me say that again for the pro-life bitches in the back. Children are being starved by the state. And yes, there are court documents to prove it. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the daily scream. This isn't immigration enforcement. These are child detention camps. New court filings just dropped about a family detention facility in Dilley, Texas. This place is called a family residential center, but the families inside are saying very clearly, it's a prison. It's a living hell. We're talking about babies, toddlers, literal children being held for weeks, months. Some of them have been held for over 5 months. And this is all happening even though the law literally says that children should not be detained longer than 20 days. Kids are losing weight. Kids are fainting in the showers. Parents say that food has mold and worms in it. Medical staff tells parents to come back only if their child vomits 8 times. One child even bled from an eye injury and didn't see a doctor for 2 days. And the water, families are saying that the tap water smells bad, it hurts their throats, and it makes them sick. So ICE officers tell them, if you don't like it, buy bottled water. With what money? They're being detained. And while this is happening, officers are also threatening parents, threatening to separate their kids, threatening to send their kids into foster care, pressuring families to sign voluntary departure papers and bribing them with $1,000 to leave the country. That's not voluntary, that's coercion.
Hey besties, today's project
They
is
show
going to
the
be
court
doing
photos
a
of clean metal
40-ounce
trays and
snow globe
diapers,
tumbler
and they're like,
with the
everything's
lava
fine.
drip.
Meanwhile, parents are
Let's
saying
get
that their
into
children
it.
are so traumatized that they're hitting themselves
I
in
will
the
be
face,
using the
wetting
Magic
themselves.
Flow
They're
mineral
crying
oil
nonstop
and
because
the
they're afraid
Magic
that someone's
Flow
going to up
lava
and take
drip.
them in the
For
middle
this
of the night.
tumbler,
Mind
you want
many
to
of
make
these
sure
families were
that
arrested
you
while
are using
following
these
the
two products
rules.
together
They were
for
arrested
the
at
best
ICE
results.
check-ins, at court
You can use
gates,
other
at airports,
mixtures,
at
but you may not
laundromats.
get the
This isn't
results
about
that you'll see
safety.
here at the
This is
end of
about
the
breaking
video.
people down until they give up.
You want to
Families are
start
being
by
held
putting
as
mineral
long
oil
as
in
legally
first,
possible,
and
because
I
it
just
makes
make sure
deportation
that
easier when they're
everything is
exhausted,
coated
when
really
they're
well
hungry,
from
when they're
side to
scared,
side,
feel
top to
hopeless.
bottom.
This is state-sponsored
And I didn't
psychological
really
torture
do
of
any
children. Full
measurements
stop. And if you're
necessarily
wondering
on
how this
this.
keeps
I
happening,
just
oversight
kind of
agencies
put
have
it
been
in
gutted
there
by the
to
Trump
see
administration,
how
and
much
private
lava
companies
that I
are
wanted.
involved.
This one
isn't
was a little bit harder to
security.
measure
This is
because it's a
cruelty as
larger
policy.
tumbler.
And if putting babies in cages and giving them
Once
worm-infested
you
food
have
is how
that
you can
mineral oil
force
added
immigration,
and the
then I hope you
sides
find
and the
comfort in
top
knowing
and the
that when you
bottom
die, the
coated
only
really
way
well,
for
you
will be
can
the
go
gates of
ahead
hell.
and start
I've
adding
seen a few
in the
people
lava
online
drip.
saying,
This
"See,
is
gun
the
control
custom
doesn't
color
work because
from
of the
Vinyl
recent
and
mass
Tool
shooting in
Supply. It'll be
Australia."
linked
And for
in my
everybody saying
showcase or
that,
the
I
orange
just need you
shopping
to
cart
take a
below.
deep breath and
This
then
one
open up a
is
fucking history
Baja
book.
Waters.
Because do you
It's
want to
a
know
mint
what's
shade
actually
and it
wild?
is
That
so
shooting in
pretty in the
Australia was
tumbler.
their first mass shooting since the 1996.
Once you have your lava drip completed, then you want to go ahead and top it off with more mineral oil and fill all the way to the top of the tumbler, watching for air bubbles and air pockets. You'll see here that I did go back in and try to remove some of the air out. I did leave a slight bubble in it, and I ordered some more syringes to try to get that out later on.
Let's simply remove the problem, which is guns.
I chose
Crazy
not
concept.
to
I know.
add any
They banned
glitter to
semi-automatic
this one one, you
weapons,
could
tightened
absolutely add
licensing,
glitter
required
or additional
registration,
things
and
to the
literally
inside of
bought
the
guns
tumbler
back
when you do
from
them.
the public. And
I
guess
just
what?
wanted
They
mine
haven't had
to
a
be
mass shooting
plain,
for
and I
almost
just
30
added a simple
years.
UV
3 decades.
DTF on the outside of the
3
tumbler.
years.
I
So when
did
Americans
make sure
go, "See,
to
gun control doesn't
wash
work
the
because Australia
outside
just
very
had a mass
well with
shooting."
Dawn
That's
dish
not an
soap
argument.
before I
That's
applied the
sounding
decal,
fucking stupid.
so
That's like
that
saying
way
seatbelts don't
the
work because
mineral
one person
oil,
died in a
that
car crash
residue
who
that was
wearing
on
a
the
seatbelt.
outside
So that's not how statistics
wouldn't
or reality
affect
functions.
the
In the US,
decal.
we've had more mass shootings
All
than
of the
days
products
in the
that I used
calendar
for this
year.
video
Australia
will be
had
linked in my
one
showcase,
after almost
and there'll be an
30
orange shopping
years.
cart
And
for
somehow
some of
the
those
takeaway for some
items
of
as
you
well.
was gun control doesn't
So,
work.
hope you enjoyed the
Be so
video.
fucking serious.
Comment with
Gun
any
deaths dropped in
questions.
Australia,
Be sure to
gun
like,
homicides
share,
dropped, gun
repost,
suicides dropped,
and let
mass
me know what
shootings
you would like to
basically
see next.
vanished. So no, gun control didn't fail. It actually worked so well that when violence does happen, people are shocked. Not like how it is in the US where we see a mass shooting and we're like, well, it's just another fucking day. One tragedy does not erase decades of evidence. And if your response to a mass shooting is to defend weapons instead of human lives, that just shows your clear lack of education. So read a book or at least read a fucking chart, you dumbass. I honestly wasn't even gonna bring this to the internet because this entire situation is above me, but I refuse to sit here and allow people to lie about me behind my back thinking they can just get away with it. All right, so that was a blatant lie, but I had to lie in order to tell you about something real. I got a message from my friend Ahmed in Gaza the other day. If you didn't know, I've been helping and supporting Ahmed's family for over a year now as they navigate through hardships in Gaza, and he messaged me to inform me about a family friend of his, Amani, who is in a desperate situation currently. She's trying to get her kids enrolled in school so they don't lose another year of their lives, but she can't do it without help. On top of that, Gaza has been hit with torrential rain and flooding. Tents were swept away, and families who had already lost their homes to bombing lost what little shelter they had left. Ahmed told me that damaged buildings had collapsed due to the storm and wind, and that killed more than 11 people. People who survived endless bombing were killed by weather because they had no safe place to go to. Every single day brings new suffering for them. And then I received an update from Operation Olive Branch. After weeks of waiting due to a lack of funding, they were able to distribute diapers and formula to 130 children in a massive tent encampment, a camp of 600 tents, and with one visit, they had one small moment of relief, which was delayed because of low funding. This is what aid shortages actually look like. It looks like babies waiting for formula. It looks like kids missing school. It looks like families sleeping in floods. If you're able to help at all, please donate to Amani's GoFundMe, which I have linked in my bio. I also have Operation Olive Branch's spreadsheet linked in my bio as well. Even small donations add up. And if you can't donate, sharing this video still matters. People in Gaza are still here, they're surviving, and they need us not to look away. So, who was gonna tell me that going through TSA now includes a full facial scan? Because if you couldn't tell, I flew to New Jersey for the holidays. Before I'm able to get to my gate, I'm standing in line waiting to go through TSA, and the agent was like,
"Please stare directly into this camera."
Now, initially, I was like, maybe I'm special, thinking I was just picked for a random fucking scan. That was until I started talking to people at my gate, and everybody was like, yeah, I had to get my face scanned too. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch! It's time for the Daily Scream. Upon further research, I found out that since March, TSA has been sending airline passenger lists to ICE multiple times a week. Every passenger, every flight. Names, itineraries, and clearly biometric data is next, if not already happening, because ICE then cross-checks those names and or faces against immigration databases, and they literally send agents to the airport to arrest people before they board. Airports are now immigration checkpoints, and the public, we weren't told at all. The New York Times has confirmed that this program has already led to arrests, including a 19-year-old college student at Boston Logan Airport. This girl was picked up at the gate and deported to Honduras 2 days later. She had no criminal record, she wasn't provided any warning, just up and gone. And DHS is trying to gaslight everybody by saying, oh, this is routine information sharing, nothing new. No! TSA's secure program was supposed to be about terrorist prevention, not turning domestic flights into a mass screening system. This is bulk surveillance, and everybody is being searched to find new people. And let's be very clear, name matching systems aren't always accurate. False positives constantly happen. And currently, there's no real correction process when ICE gets this shit wrong. For example, with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who was illegally deported. And if this is routine, then why wasn't the public informed? Transparency shouldn't be controversial unless there's something to hide. So yeah, if you felt weird getting your face scanned by TSA recently, you weren't paranoid, you weren't imagining it. Domestic travel is quietly being turned into a surveillance tool. And that should scare the hell out of everybody. Because if they can use it for immigration, what else can they use it for? Right. We've had more shootings in the United States than we've had days in the calendar year. Let me say that again. We've had more shootings in the United States than days of the fucking year. That's not a metaphor. That is a statistic. This weekend alone, 2 students were killed at Brown University. Ella Cook and Muhammad Aziz Amirzakov. Ella was a sophomore. Muhammad was a freshman who wanted to become a neuro